Hello, this is Zybrax, and this video will be a guide to all things about the campaign mode. Now to start off, most dungeons cost 5 stamina, with the exception of the last dungeon in each chapter costing 7. You can see your stamina in the upper left corner of your screen. A popular question I see in the chat all the time is, when will I get more people in my party? Well, chapter 1 you start out with 2 heroes, and in chapter 2 you move to 3. And at chapter 6 you move to your max of 4 heroes. Before you go into each dungeon, they give you a preview screen of the enemies and the drops. Make sure to try and customize your party around the enemies. It will speed things up and help you get the victory. When coming across an Evo, you have 1 turn to attack, and if it does not take damage in the first turn, it will leave. While in dungeons, make sure to check the background. If anything is sparkling, that means you could tap it and get a small amount of gold. Sometimes after killing a group in a dungeon, you can get a chest with some golden hammers. Rarely you will come across a treasure room. This consists of 3 chests that you get to pick one at random. 1 is good, which will give you gold. 1 is great, which will give you an Evo and gold. And the last is amazing, which will give you gold, an Evo, and a Lupina token. You should probably know how the elements work. Fire beats nature, nature beats water, and water beats fire. Also, light and dark both do bonus damage to each other. If you're a water attacking fire, you'll do 30% increased damage, and if you were to attack nature, you would do 25% less damage. The same goes for the others. If you choose an attack while in a dungeon, you'll notice arrows above the enemies' heads. Double green is increased damage, single green is normal damage, and red is reduced damage. Using a friend hero is helpful. Just click the button on the bottom right. Remember, it's free for the first turn, and then scales in price. After you leave the dungeon, the cost will reset. The button next to it is an autoplay feature that makes your hero's basic attack through the entire dungeon, but it makes it where you don't have to click anything. All dungeons will give your profile 5 experience. It helps make the grind more bearable when you're farming lower dungeons for tokens. I have a video on Ken Kong that I'll put a link to in the description. If this helped, please like and subscribe. Laters.